Morning, Cancer. Thank you for watching. Going to be doing just a general message for July 1st to the 15th. What comes out, comes out. If this resonates for you, please like, share, and subscribe. If it doesn't, toss it out and wait for the next one. Okay? If you do, subscribe and reach out to me, and I'd like to give you a free read to say thank you. You will find my email address in the description box, and we can figure it out from there. Okay? I'm going to start off with a message from the angels. Let's see what they have to say. What does Cancer need to hear today? The same thing as the Queen of Michael. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. And the Queen of Michael is brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. So we're just going to look at your immediate past, your current situation, and a possible outcome. Please remember that free will can change any outcome. You are responsible for the choices you make. Okay, for immediate past, we have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. That's too many. So it looks like you're working hard. There's something going on in the background, though. Something that you're not seeing. So current. One more. What's going on? So the overall energy we've got is the Seven of Cups. It's too many options, too much going on around you. Trying to figure out the right direction to take. You're exploring these other options. You're researching these other options. So yeah, in your immediate past, you were working hard. But again, like I say, there's more to it than what you saw. There was something going on in the back. And we've got the Six of Wands here, which is coming out victorious or coming away from something, from a change, coming out of that successfully. In your current situation, we have the Empress, the Strength card, and the Knight of Swords. The Empress is very balanced. Abundant. And you have the Strength card and the Knight of Swords. I think right now you're feeling good. about this past situation. I think whatever was going on in the background, whatever it is that you weren't seeing right off the bat, you've seen it now. You understand. I don't see choices here or decision was made, but I feel like you are just looking at what's next. You're contemplating. And then in your immediate future or possible outcome, I think this is where you have that moment where you decide, okay, this is where I'm going to go. This is what I'm going to do. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Tower. And to me, I'm looking at this as it's an internal battle, an internal struggle, and an epiphany, if you will, where you decide which way you want to go. But your overall, like I said, is there's too much going on around you for you to make the decision that you need to be making. There's too many options, and I think you need to just go through each one and do a process of elimination, I think, until you find the one that speaks to you. All right, let's see what this Seven of Wands is about. There's the Tower again. And the Four of Wands, the ending of a cycle. We've got the Three of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Devil. I think something came to light. You saw what it was that was going on in the background. You saw and accepted it. And you decided, no, this is not for me. You're unhappy that that's the way it turned out. But you also realize that, all right, well, let's move on to the next thing. This didn't work out. I'm going to take this knowledge and apply it somewhere else. I'm going to take this experience that I learned from. What's the Six of Wands about? Yeah, you, when you saw what was going on in the background, you saw what was happening around you, you went, no, I don't want to be a part of this. You ended it. You ended it for yourself. You just kind of had this epiphany. You just went, this isn't right for me. And like I said before, you were sad at first. It bothered you. But you're like, okay, but maybe this isn't my true calling. Maybe this isn't what I'm meant to do. I'm just meant to learn a lesson. And you move away from whatever it is that you've ended. You move away from that and you close it off. And you just say, nope, I'm going somewhere new. I'm doing something new. And you have strength here. You're sitting in a very happy place. In a very, okay, I'll figure it out. You're very balanced in how this situation turned out. I wouldn't say you're reflecting. But you're looking at your options right now. You're trying to be logical. But not every decision can come from logic alone. And that's what you need to remember. Let's this Empress out. Whoa. So, there's someone in your life who's with you right now that's very logical, stable, earth, and they're helping you keep your balance, helping you stay grounded, helping you get through, helping you with the decisions that are coming up. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love. I like to see that. And the strength. What's the strength about? I think you're coming up like with ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. But you, every time you feel down, you get back up again. You're not staying down. You're not letting yourself be beat down. You're just going, maybe I should try this. No. I think that's you going through these options. I think that's you researching each option, going, maybe I'll try this. And then you research, learn about it, and you're like, nope, that's not the one. And there may be times where you feel like, well, what is the one? Which way am I supposed to go? And you will find it. You will know which way to go. You'll find it. It'll come. I can see it coming. What's this Knight of Swords? The Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I think you need to make this decision right now. And you don't. It's better to take your time and decide. Look at your past experiences. Learn from those past experiences. Look at each option carefully. Yeah. You don't have to make the decision right now. It's coming. It's coming. Because in your immediate future, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. And that is moving towards finding that what it is that makes you happy. It's what I think is you, I want to say you pick something and you act on it and it doesn't quite work out. Doesn't quite work out the way you want it to, but it'll lead to what will work out. I feel like there's just one more lesson. Yeah, you go for what you think is what you need to go for. And you should be going for it anyway because there's a lesson there that you need to learn. And it'll lead you to, I think that's what this Five of Wands is about, is just one more lesson, one more thing you need to learn. Yeah, you have one more lesson that you need to learn, and it's regarding these choices. I think It's almost like you meet somebody and you think that person's the one, and then, but that person actually ends up introducing you to the one. But you have to finish that lesson before you can move on. But you wouldn't have met that person without learning that lesson, because, you know, and the Tower's here too. And that's where you hit that moment where you go, oh, okay, so I need to do this and this and this. And that led me to, that's right, that's exactly it. That led you to that abundant place. What's this Tower about? Yeah, because you got the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So it's like you thought, this is the way I need to go. You thought that this was the right path. But it just becomes too much of a juggling act. There's I don't want to say a sense of failure. I want to say more of it just doesn't feel 100% right. It feels like it could be, but it feels like you're compensating too much. And that's when you truly feel like, okay, I want this, but I don't want this. How can I get this? And that's where you have your King of Wands and then your new beginning. You have your Tower moment. A lot of fire going on here where you finally go, okay, I know what I want now. I know what I want. But you have to go through that. You can't avoid that lesson that you got to learn, because you're not going to get to that unless you go through this one that you think is right. But it'll lead you to the right thing. What's the Seven of Cups about? Way too many cards here. Yeah. Yeah, so you got the Three of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the High Priestess. And to me, that's saying like you've got to go through each one. You're going to find one that you think is the right one for you, but it'll lead you to the right one. So don't get too down when you find that thing, that one that you thought was right doesn't work out. Look further and look at the positives, look at what you did like about that, and it'll lead you to the right path. But you're in a good place. You really are. And I feel like this is work related. I feel there's lots of people around you supporting you. And you're on the right path. You're learning the lessons you need to learn to come to that abundant place, that place that's just right, that feels just great. Okay, what messages do we have? Any advice? Words of encouragement regarding Cancer, July 1st to the 15th. One more, please. Oh. Okay. So you got the Prince of Winter. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively sudden or unexpected changes. And then you got the moon, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of the situation. And then the 10 of spring. Ask for help from others, all work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. And I see this as too many choices. Yeah, there's too many choices around you, and you just need to systematically go through each one and decide which way you want it to go, which way you want to go, what you want at the end of the day. And you are getting there. You're on the way there. I hope this helps. Thank you. Take care.